So good morning, everyone. Welcome into Mornings with Loretta, the Loretta MCNary Show. And I have wanted to do this interview literally for years, right? So I have Madam President herself, MidSouth Minority Business Continuum Council, Jozelle Luster Booker. She's our guest today. She has this amazing event coming up, and we're going to tell you all about it. So go ahead and share this video. Welcome, Ms. Jozelle.
Thank you. I am so excited to be on this show with you, ma'am.
And I know you have 101,000 things on that to-do list because this is happening starting on a week from today. So just tell everybody about the MidSouth Minority Business Council Continuum. And then we're going to talk about the Economic Development Fair, which is your baby, the largest one of its kind in the Mid-South, which is an amazing feat, because we have a lot of stuff going on. So what you're doing is super amazing. So tell us about the MMBC and your role there.
So the MMBC Continuum, we are the oldest missioned organization in the Mid-South, created by corporate America to serve minority and women-owned businesses, to connect those businesses to corporate opportunities with our corporations and governments here in this community. We're a membership organization. We also have a membership of minority-owned and women-owned businesses that we work with to help those businesses grow and scale. And we also operate the Tennessee Minority Business Development Agency Business Center. And we operate that business center across the state of Tennessee.
Okay. So people think it is just Memphis, but you just told us the key is across Tennessee. And your team is phenomenal. Yeah, it's small, but you all do mighty work. I don't know how every year after year after year you all do this, but it certainly starts from the top with great leadership. So let's talk about, let's go right into the Economic Development Fair. This is the 16th year, and paint a broad stroke of how it started and where it is today, and then we'll talk about your sponsors and your staff.
Okay, wonderful. So this is our 16th anniversary, as you just said. It was started to convene the entire community. So this is an event that brings corporate America, government, advocacy organizations, elected officials, community leaders, and business owners. We convene the greater community around a topic or an issue. We bring in national thought leaders to come in and to share information about issues that are present in our community, but also have a national focus. And so that's how we got started. And that's the purpose of the event.
Right. So the purpose is so big. And I've seen people actually do business at the Economic Development Fair with corporate contract decision makers. And that's the beauty of it. And you now have these different zones for people, their workshops and seminars. I don't want to go too far in it, but tell us about your sponsors, because once I go into that Economic Development Fair, that's my sweet spot too. I just love, because I see it happening in real time. So let's talk about our sponsors this year. Who do we have?
Okay, so I'll start by sharing our theme. Our theme for this year is "The Future is Now." And Loretta, you know Memphis well. And for many years, elected officials and people across the city have talked about what a great and bright future Memphis has in store for it. And with everything that's happening in the marketplace today here across this region, when you really step back and look at it, the future that we've hoped for is happening right now. And our two major sponsors, host sponsors this year, one is Blue Oval City Ford Motor Company, because they're building an electric vehicle plant and battery plant right outside of Memphis, Tennessee. And Bank of America is our second host sponsor. We have a host of other sponsors, from AutoZone to FedEx to the Tennessee Valley Authority to International Paper to Smith & Nephew to the utility company, Memphis, Mid-America Apartments, Regional One Health, Baptist Memorial Hospital, Methodist Hospital. And I hope I don't leave anybody out, but I want to get you to see that Shelby County government, when you think about an event where you have the largest publicly traded organizations in this community, First Horizon Bank, Truist Bank, Regions Bank, Pinnacle Bank. When you think about an organization and an event of this size that brings together publicly traded companies, global companies, national companies, banks, hospital systems, and then minority and women-owned businesses. We have a host of minority and women-owned businesses that have stepped up this year, and they too are sponsors.
I'm loving that. So it is not just these Fortune 500 companies. These are companies who have been under your umbrella that you've helped scale and grow, Jozelle. Now they're able to come back and sponsor the event where they learn to grow and scale. And I think that is like the best ecosystem you can have.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Tell me now. No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, we're so proud of those businesses. And every year we add more to the list. And I think that's just a testament. You know, we're in Memphis where grit and grind is king. And that's what we live by. That's a part of our motto here in this region. And the fact that we have minority and women-owned businesses that have stayed in the game and have, you know, scaled their businesses, grown their businesses, and now they're able to come back and serve as sponsors. That's really a testament to the spirit of entrepreneurship and the strength of the ecosystem here in this community.
Yeah, because one thing I want to say is during the pandemic, you all decided that you weren't going to go away because you knew that the strength of what you do lies in the weakness and the strength of your members and your customers. So I remember you said, we're going to do this thing virtual. We're going to time this, we're gonna go and do this. And if anybody knows Jozelle and her team, they're it's like a military arm. They start on time, they end on time, they account for every minute. And you know, if they account for every minute, she's accounting for every penny. They know where it goes. So could you share some of the key strategies that the MidSouth Minority Business Continuum Council has implemented to ensure a diverse and inclusive range of opportunities at the EDF? I've seen it firsthand. I just want you to tell them.
Right. So I'm going to start with our theme this year. And if I can, I think that the best way to connect the dots is with what's happening right now. So as I said, our theme this year is the future is now. There has been about $25 billion of capital investment that has been announced in Memphis and across this region. 25 billion. When the average amount of capital investment announced in this area annually is 1.5 billion. So you take that into account. We look at what's happening with the electric vehicle manufacturing plant and the opportunities that are there. So one of the things that we've done, as I said, Ford Blue Oval City is a sponsor. So we will have workshops that cover everything from really understanding transportation and infrastructure and opportunities that are available in that space with all of the investment that's been announced. And we know cash is king. So we've partnered with every major bank in this region, and we're going to have an elongated seminar on the cash continuum and connecting business owners to capital. So any business owner that may have a capital need, and all business owners need capital and money, they will have an opportunity to attend this session and talk one-on-one with bankers and other resource providers. So we look at what's happening in the marketplace right now, and we present information and strategies to business owners that they can take away from the Economic Development Forum and put to work that particular day. Loretta, as you know, a couple of years ago, we introduced workshops on the exhibit hall floor. So this year, we have 4 dynamic workshops. And so you talk about things that business owners can come and attend and put action to it when they leave. One of the workshops we have is My Business, My Brand. Business owners are encouraged to bring their smart devices with them. We will have a local PR and marketing firm that's going to present a workshop on how businesses can build a brand, how they can market their businesses, and they can put some of those tips to work while they are sitting in that workshop on the exhibit hall floor. We have another one where the market president for Bank of America is going to lead a TED Talk style talk on leadership. Now, I said market president for Bank of America, and I said she. So think about that. When we think about in the C-suites across this country, women are underrepresented. So she's going to share some leadership tips, not only for all attendees, but specifically to young women that want to know the things that they can do to advance their careers. So that's another something they can walk away that day. If you're a woman CEO, if you're a woman business owner, you can walk away that day with two things right off the bat: how to build your brand, market your business, and then how to lead and how to advance yourselves. Then we have a third workshop. Exactly. And we have a third workshop that is on the future workforce. You know, with Ford opening this vehicle manufacturing plant and this electric vehicle car manufacturing company, it is basically an advanced manufacturing center. Advanced manufacturing means higher skills, higher tech. And so we have a panel that's going to talk about how to prepare a future-ready workforce, not just for your own company, but what we can do as business leaders, as individuals in this community, to really understand what we need to do to create this future-ready workforce in Memphis that will rise all boats here and help everyone in this community to be able to have a higher level and wage of living that just creates really economic opportunity because of the increased consumer consumer spending that they'll be able to do because of these high wages. And then the last thing is that they can walk away with is we have a workshop. It's called The Network. It's resources for startups and small businesses. So any small business owner, any startup that wants to know, where do I go? Who do I talk to? What kind of resources are out there? We have a panel that's going to share that information for those business owners. And all of these things take place on Wednesday at the Renasant Convention Center, downtown Memphis, on the exhibit hall floor. And the most important thing, Loretta, it is free. Anybody can go to Eventbrite and register to attend the exhibit hall, walk through, meet corporate decision makers, other business owners, business owners that are coming. They need to have plenty of business cards, capability statements, and be ready to make those connections that can really transform their business overnight and have them prepared for the next 12 months and all of this economic activity that we have here in this market.
So you said so many amazing things right there, and we could end it, but I still got a couple more questions. So you all were doing collaborations before collaboration became king and queen. You all were doing networking opportunities before networking became a thing, because you've been doing just the economic development fair 16 years. And again, I've seen it happen. So what role do you see the EDF playing in fostering collaboration and networking among minority entrepreneurs, investors, and the stakeholders, not just among themselves? Because we see a lot of that. We see professional to professional, business owner to business owner. But what you do, you create, again, another ecosystem layer where there are investors, stakeholders, and business owners and entrepreneurs.
So the Economic Development Forum is the networking forum and event across the region. There's none other like it. We're the only organization that puts together this kind of event. And so, as you said, there will be corporate procurement decision makers that will be there in attendance at the exhibit hall. There will be minority and women-owned businesses that sell goods and services directly to business owners. There will be banks that are there, and the bankers are there looking to meet people, to develop relationships, because the time to go to a bank is not when you need money. The time to meet a banker is not when you need money. That's a business that's based on relationships. So come, introduce yourselves, talk to the bankers. There'll be other ecosystem providers there that provide goods and services, educational institutions that are there. There will be people there that are looking for job seekers. So, for example, the workforce development manager for Blue Oval City, they're going to hire 6,000 people. Is going to be there looking for people that are interested in working at Blue Oval City. Southwest Tennessee Community College, they have a new mobile unit that simulates how to robotic type jobs, advanced engineering jobs. It is a plethora of agencies, of organizations, of interests. So it is the ultimate networking event. Come meet people. You could meet someone that has a service or something to provide that you didn't even know you needed. but the time to develop business. So think about people that go out into the marketplace and they're trying to find people to introduce their company to. This is what this is about. This is a business development network. You have under one roof, one day, more contacts than you could possibly try to identify on your own in the course of a year. Because in many instances, you might want to do business with a major corporation, but you don't know who to ask for. Guess what? They're all going to be there at the EDF. It is a must attend. The other thing I want to say. Go ahead. Oh, hey, Loretta.
No, you go ahead.
We have, and Loretta, you know all about this. We have some phenomenal door prizes. We have more door prizes than I think we've ever had. And so all throughout the day at the exhibit hall, you have these wonderful door prizes that'll be available. And it's a way for organizations that want to promote their businesses. They have given us door prizes. It's a way for them to increase their brand, to share their brand across the community. So not only when you come to the exhibit hall, might you make a contact with someone that you can do business with, but you may also learn about some neat products that people are offering and providing as door prizes for the event.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, they're not just pens and pencil holders and Post-it notes. These people do crazy giveaways, stuff that you can actually use in your home. And so we have so many comments, and you answered one question before I could ask, because that's the way you are, Jozelle. You're like, so I get excited about the show and all my guests, and I'm excited all the time about life because I get to share information. But Jozelle, I've never seen you more passionate and more excited and deliberate and intentional about anything until we get to this economic development fair. You are on fire. You're relentless when it comes to promoting and providing information. And these comments are going, she said, I need pens too. Now, I'm not throwing shades on pens because I need pens. I have pens. But I'm just saying, in addition to the pens and the Post-it notes and all this other stuff and flyers, they have umbrellas and cookware sets and trips. And oh my goodness, it's just crazy. So, and it's free. That's the thing we have to emphasize is, but you do have to register because there's accountability, and it's also everything Jozelle and her team does is strategic, right? You think you can just show up and there's no accountability, there's no responsibility. No, you have to register. If you really want to attend, you will register. And I have yet to see anytime they've emailed people who registered trying to upsell them or anything. They just want to know who's there. So MMBC, if you are a woman-owned, minority-owned business, you need to check them out. And if you just have a business, a professional, and now even looking for a job opportunity, this is the place to be next week, starting August 16th and 17th. So I want to go back. I will, can you see these comments, Jozelle? So Janet had asked the question you already answered. She says, I understand this is a business forum. Will you have a job fair to connect individuals with businesses? And you answered that question before I could even put it up there.
Right. There are going to be people there that are looking for job seekers. Looking for job seekers. So if you're a job seeker, you want to come visit the booth, there will be plenty of opportunities for that. Absolutely.
Okay, good. And we're going to put the link up. Your team put it here already. And so you can click on this link in the comments. You can share this link. It will be all over my pages on our Women on the Move, because this is what I teach at the Women on the Move Reimagine Women Networking Group that we do. Jozelle, I would love for you to come speak to them because you're passion and your energy. See, you fool people. You're all suited and booted in her suits, and she's well put together. She's very articulate and composed. But when she started talking about this thing about business growth and scalability and innovation, she puts on her cape, honey. She is a superwoman when it comes to that. So I don't know how much time you had. If you got a couple more minutes, I have a couple more questions.
Well, while you're choosing the question, I do want to talk about Thursday quickly. So yes. Thursday is going to be a very special day. Once you register, you can attend on Thursday as well. There's no charge for Thursday. So Thursday morning from 8:45 until 10 a.m., there's going to be a plenary session that's going to be led by executives from Ford Motor Company. So everything that you want to know about the Blue Oval City project, about what Ford has in store, you want to be there for that plenary session. Everyone in attendance will attend. Once you register on Eventbrite, You will receive a link to download the app. Once you download the app, you'll see who all the speakers are going to be. You'll see who all the sponsors are. And I think then you will really get fired up and excited and do whatever it takes to make sure that you're there on Thursday. We have a number of seminars on Thursday. Another one we have is entitled Dismantling Inequities. It's a deep dive into DEI. There's been a lot of discussion around DEI, but this is going to be led by the supplier diversity, head of supplier diversity for Ford. We'll have someone there from DEI, from Smith & Nephew, from International Paper, from Archkey Solutions. You need to be there. We have another one, and this is one that we're really excited about, Loretta. With all of the amount of investment that's been announced here in this community, you know, when people hear opportunities are out there to make large amounts of money, one of the things that we're concerned about, we want everyone to remain whole, safe, and free. So we have a seminar. The title of the seminar is An Opportunity of a Lifetime. Is it unethical or illegal? So we're going to have two assistant U.S. attorneys from the Western District of Tennessee and an FBI investigator who leads the white collar crime squad. They're going to sit down in a fireside chat, and we're going to talk about things that happen, and they're going to tell us if they're illegal or unethical. Because all too often, all of us, we have these friends who tell us the things that we should do or tell us something that somebody else did. And what we want to do, we want to make sure everybody is free. They're not disconnected from their families and sent to live somewhere else. We want you to come so you can really understand the law, because there's a lot of money out there, and we don't want people to be tempted to where their livelihoods and their families are at risk. We have another one I told you earlier that's about transportation and infrastructure. It's going to talk about all this money and all of these projects that are in the infrastructure area. And then finally, the session that I mentioned before, which is the Cash Continuum one, where we have a panel of about 10 different bankers and financial institutions. They're going to talk about how they lend money. Not all banks are the same. Some are community banks. Some are large corporate banks. We have CDFIs that lend small amounts of money. And then after this session, participants can get to go and sit at each table and talk to the bankers to determine what bank is best for you and who you need to have a follow-up discussion with. It is going to be a jam-packed event. And then lastly, on Thursday night, for all of you that like to party, let your hair fall down, hang down, have a good time, we moved our annual Robert R. Church Achievement Awards luncheon, which is normally a luncheon in November. It is going to be a gala on Thursday night. And we're going to have live music, food, silent auction. And the best part of it is you will get to hear and see award-winning minority business companies that are getting awards, as well as corporations, the people that do things best. And tickets are still available to that. Come on out Thursday night to have a great time.
Oh, wow. So you share so much. I only got 2 questions. So, and then I wanted to kind of, so that thing where you can sit down with a banker, is that Thursday or Wednesday? Because you need to come both days, right? Don't think you just walk the hall and do chachis and meet people. There are workshops and seminars that you can attend as well, and they're powerful. These are like once in a lifetime kind of workshops and seminars led by the most amazing thought leaders and insightful speakers that you're going to have, and they're hands-on, which leads me to my first question is, Miss Dorothy said, will there be information for retirees that may be interested in rejoining the workforce? Because that Social Security is just not enough, and plus you get bored. So would they be able to meet with some people as well?
So the whole workforce session that we will have people there from different organizations talking about workforce, what this future workforce looks like, and then what type of opportunities are there. So again, we'll have people there that are looking to connect with job seekers. So absolutely.
Okay, last question that I have for you. Oh my goodness, then I got to let you go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we know that sponsorship comes with financial backing, and you guys do this super well. I don't know if it's part of your litany test for potential sponsors, but my question is, how are the sponsors actively involved in providing resources, mentorship, recruiting, or expertise to nurture the development of minority entrepreneurs. You all get this right, Jozelle. I know the answer to this, but I want people to know this is more than just these people putting money behind this event, which is very important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So most of the sponsors are our corporate members. These are people that made a commitment to hire minority business owners, to contract with them, to purchase goods and services from them. We also have our partners in the marketplace that are other resource providers that are also a part of what we do. The network is there to help people really understand all of the resources that are available to business owners. And then MMBC. As I said, we operate the Minority Business Development Agency Business Center, which serves the entire state of Tennessee. But even more importantly than that, we are a part of a national network of business centers that are located in almost every state. The other thing that I forgot to mention, Loretta, is that MBDA, we're funded by the U.S. Department of Commerce. And the undersecretary from the U.S. Department of Commerce for MBDA will be at the exhibit hall, on the exhibit hall floor Thursday morning. And he's coming in from DC. He's coming in to make comments, to meet face to face with some of these business owners. And that is a big deal. So he will be there as well on Wednesday in the exhibit hall around 11 o'clock.
I'm so giddy. I don't know, because I'll be there on Wednesday working with my team, because I'm a part of the MMBC at least once every year for the last 13, 14 years. But Thursday, I'm coming as a business owner. I'm coming to soak up everything. I'm coming to, if you need me to, do something, I will. But I'm coming to attend some workshops, to meet some people, pass out some business cards, sit down with some bankers, shake some hands, meet Blue Oval, so I can get information for my family and friends, and then share it, because that's how the power comes, is sharing this information. So everybody, if you own a business, if you're thinking about owning a business, if you're a retiree, if you're just curious about what the fingerprint is for the MMBC and this ecosystem that they've created, please register to get your ticket. Jozelle, any closing remarks, because you can do it best?
So what I will say is what we tell our business owners all the time: the services that we offer and the things that we do, the only thing it costs you as a business owner, and in many cases, in the case of this EDF, as a community stakeholder and a citizen, is an investment in your time. That's all it's going to cost you. So please invest that time in your business. I'm telling you, clear your calendar for next Wednesday and next Thursday. And I want to see you at the EDF. If you see me, I'll be in and about, walking about, very approachable. Come up to me. I want to know that you heard about this on the Loretta MCNary Show. Come up and tell me all about it. I'd love to meet you, talk to you about things that are going on in your life, and direct you to the resource that'll make a difference in your business and in your life.
Okay, and she means that she's very hands-on. She is the Madam President. That's what I call her, Madam President. But she is very hands-on. She wants to hear the feedback. She wants to answer your questions. And I have literally seen her point people to the workshop and point them here and there herself to get them what they needed and to answer questions from people that are attending. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing this. Oh my goodness, this powerful information. We're going to be there in Groves on Wednesday and Thursday. What time does the exhibit hall open on those days and close? And that's the last question.
The ribbon cutting for the exhibit hall on Wednesday is at 9:20. So be there for the ribbon cutting. Go right in, start connecting, go to Eventbrite, register. Once you register, you're going to get an email that will give you a validation code so you can download the link to the app, download our app, look at it, plan your day, plan who you want to see, who you want to connect with. You'll see all of the speakers. You'll see all of the sponsors. You'll see everybody there. And remember, the future is now.
Thank you so much. I know you got to run because you got 100,000 things to do before next Wednesday, but I know I'll be there. Let me know how I can help in the interim. And thank you so much for what you all do and the way you do it with such care and excellence. because you make everybody feel like there's somebody. There's no hierarchy there. You all are just willing to be that life vote for everybody in business and just answer questions. So I can't get any more comments on here. We have a ton. Hopefully your team will go online to answer these questions. But thank you, Jozelle, so much for being our guest today on Loretta MCNary Show.
Thank you. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. Bye. All right, everybody. So she has to go. I'm so thankful she was able to stop by today and just share so much information with us. I'm telling you, her passion and her energy is so contagious, and that her team is the same. Everybody on her team, I don't know if they have these military meetings prior to, but they all have their assignments and they're just willing to help and do anything to make this event super amazing, memorable, and magnificent for every attendee. So and that's all I need to say. So I'm going to go ahead and close. Go ahead and read the comments. There was information shared by her team there to answer your questions. Share the video, watch it, make sure you're registered, because you do have to register to attend, even though it is very, very free. But you do need to go to Eventbrite and register to attend. So in closing, you know what I love to do. Think positive, dream big dreams, help someone do the same. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh, I got to share this video too first.
I'm Jozelle Booker, and I want to invite you to the annual Economic Development Forum, August the 15th through the 17th at the Renasant Convention Center in downtown Memphis. The EDF is the ultimate gathering for community leaders, corporate titans, and successful entrepreneurs. From AI to building the workforce of tomorrow, seminars and keynote speakers will provide tailored business solutions. Transform your business through unlimited networking opportunities in the exhibit hall. The future is now. Register today.
Your life lives today.